Hey VC, what's going on? Yeah, just come back, make another video here. Hope everyone's doing well. Um, this is going to be my second installment from Glasshouse Records out in Pomona, California. If you watched my first part, Alex, great guy. I mean, I've never met him personally, but just talked to him, on Instagram and stuff like that, and just seems like a really cool guy. Runs a great shop. They got some great, record stock and stuff like that. And his movie is coming out on Record Store Day on August 29th. Man, I feel like it's really, it's called Record Safari. I don't know if you watched it yet, but it's a pretty good little movie. It was like $5 or something. I paid for it online, or $10. But yeah, so this is the second installment. A little bit of everything in here. He doesn't just post one genre. He, sells a lot of different stuff. So. This was sealed when I got it. This is what's playing in the background right now. It's really killer. It's the Art Davis Quartet. This is called Life on the Soul Note label. It's released out of Italy, but it was recorded live in New York City in 1985, and it was released a year later. So. Never really heard of Art Davis too much, but he's on this with Pharoah Sanders and Idris Muhammad, so that's what sold me on it for sure. And just some real nice, contemporary type jazz, as you can hear. Just, quite lovely. Alright, moving on. Anytime I see, the original of this group, I have to pick it up. This is the original Fleetwood Mac. This is, like previous, like unreleased tracks and stuff like that. This is a original UK pressing, so that was kind of cool. They had a US version of this as well. The Peter Green era of Fleetwood Mac is just killer, and it's not something I see a lot of all the time, so anytime I see it, I usually have to pick it up. Great blues rock, and so on, so that was a nice pickup. Next one, I remember listening to these guys in the 90s, and so this includes both of their first two albums, I should say. This is Candlebox. This is Lucy, but I guess Lucy wasn't doing so well, so they released like this 2 LP set with their original album, their first album, self-titled Candlebox. Just, really great stuff. Don't You Change, No Sense. I mean, great 90s rock. Kind of takes me back a little bit to high school days and stuff like that. So that was a nice, nostalgia listen, and yeah, definitely a cool pickup. So I was really happy to get that. Next one is I'm pretty sure this is a bootleg. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a bootleg. This is Neil Young's album, Le Noise. I can't remember what album number this is of his, but it's more... He took some chances on this album. Can't remember the name of the... produced by Daniel Lanois. I think they recorded this at his house or something like that, if I remember right, but... It's kind of a different Neil Young album, but I think they released this like a 1-hour video too, like the whole album with him just playing. But you can tell it's a bootleg because it says "Walk with Me" instead of "Walk with Me." But they only released this once on LP and then one unofficial. So yeah, unofficial will do. Alright, so first Grateful Dead album. Gold Warner Brothers. I got a little bit of writing up here. I wouldn't say I'm the biggest Deadhead or Dead fan in general, but I do enjoy the earlier stuff. Like I really enjoy this album actually. Am I gonna go out and collect every single Grateful Dead record? Probably not. This one, and then the compilation. I can't think of the name of it right now, but that's one I still want to get. Just, you know, greatest hits for me is fine with Grateful Dead, but I did want to find the original one day, and luckily they had it pretty decent shape. So next one, also a band I'm not going to go out and collect the whole discography, but there's certain albums I'd like to have. REM, Out of Time, on the Warner Brothers label. This OG from, what is this, 91? Yeah, 91. Obviously the hit song on here, Losing My Religion, terrific song. Like I said, I'm not the biggest REM fan, but there's certain songs and albums that I do like, and this happens to be one of them, so it's very nice to pick that up. See, then it gets all soft, the music. Alright, anything by this artist, I have to buy it. It's just like a rule, I guess. This is Lee Morgan, Sonic Boom. This is on the LT series. You can tell by the crappy jacket and cover art, but you know, that doesn't take away from the music. This is another one that was shelved until the, you know, early 70s. This one was originally recorded in 1967, obviously by Van Gelder, but this one has Lee Morgan, Cedar Walton, Ron Carter, Billy Higgins, and David Newman on sax, who I don't really see a ton of, so that's kind of nice. Just, you know, great album from Lee. Like I said, this one wasn't released until, you know, late 70s. This LT series, you can really get some great music on it, and you know, pretty reasonable, you know, considering technically this is an original Blue Note. So music sounds great, all analog. It's not like you know, they released some of their first time only albums on you know, the DMM, Direct Metal Master. So yeah. All right, another one I don't see a lot of, and I live in Texas, and I don't know why I don't see a lot of this stuff, but Townes Van Zandt, Flying Shoes. It's a nice promo copy on the tomato level. So Townes, you know, obviously in the VC, everybody knows who Townes Van Zandt is. I'm not going to go into great detail. Anything I see by him, I pick up. Like, I kind of like Lee Morgan and a couple other artists, but you know, any original Townes Van Zandt I see, I have to buy it because I never ever see it. And so this was a nice find. Just more Townes going into his country folky, you know, ballad singer-songwriters, you know, killer stuff. All right, so next we got, you know, I would say I'm the biggest fan of surf rock, but I do enjoy it sometimes. So this is the Challengers Surf Beat on Vault Records, not one I see a ton of. But yeah, just some great surf rock here, not much else to say. Moving and Grooving, Surfing Safari, very nice. Next is a killer album. It's Kenny Dorham, Matador, one I've been wanting for a long time, and I saw him post it, and I was like, jumped on it. It's on a United Artists label, one of the best United Artists jazz records you could find, in my opinion. I mean, probably one of Kenny Dorham's best. Kenny Dorham, Jackie McLean, Bobby Timmons, who is just awesome, Teddy Smith, and J.C. Moses. They do like a 3-part Jackie McLean cover, Melanie. It's just, I mean, such an awesome record. I really can't praise this enough. If you can find it, definitely hop on it, man, because so good. They have nice represses of this as well, for it's not terribly expensive. This one's just really nice, you know, relaxing at times. But this is Dollar Brand, Anatomy of a South African Village. This is like a German repress. It's kind of cool. Look at that, made in West Germany. So that kind of dates this a little bit, but yeah, Dollar Brand. Don't have a lot by him, but really, really nice. Nice gatefold there. Really enjoyable music. Johnny Gertz on bass and Makaya Nishiko on drums. The first track is just him, Anatomy of a South African Village, is like 15 minutes long, and it's him, you know, just for the first couple minutes is just him on piano. Almost kind of reminds me of like a Keith Jarrett, you know, like the solo piano sessions, and then, you know, the other music or the musicians kind of hop in, and yeah, just it really, you know, really works, and it's just really nice. So, dollar brand, need to get more. Next one, whew, killer album. This is Linda Hill, Lullaby for Linda. This thing was sealed when I got it from Alex. Killer record on Nimbus. Nimbus is just a great label that anytime I see it, I like to pick it up. Don't know a lot about Linda Hill, but after picking this up, I definitely will in the future be trying to find some more. So, some more surf music here. Now, this is someone that I will get all the time whenever I see it. So, this is Dick Dale in the Deltones, the Surfer's Choice. On the Deltone label, original mono pressing there. Yeah, killer surf rock. Dick Dale, the king of surf rock, in my opinion, and I guess most would probably, you know, argue that point. But more great music from him. Just a killer guitar player. This is one that I pretty much never see, so I had to pick it up. This was sealed. I had to, you know, unseal it. Obviously, this is a U.S. pressing. This is the Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, The Last DJ, which is a highly underrated album from them. It's, you know, just a terrific album. I'm such a huge Petty fan. It was the Gold Warner Brothers label. This is an original from 1994. Yeah, like I said, big Tom Petty fan. I only need pretty much Wildflowers now, and you know, I'll have his whole discography. And it's really pissing me off about Wildflowers because they teased, you know, about a month ago, they teased, you know, they had this whole countdown on the website, you know, and they had You Don't Know How It Feels playing in the background like a demo track and all this stuff, and everyone's like, oh my god, is today the day that they're going to do Wildflowers? You know, because there's talk of them doing like this 2-part Wildflowers thing, you know, like a, whatchamacallit, like with demos and everything like that, and all it was them releasing the demo, and then the other day they released another demo, so it's building up. I think it's going to come in the holiday season, if I had to guess, for Wildflowers, but it's pissing me off because I really want that, and I'm not going to buy a bootleg of that. Actually, a counterfeit, not a bootleg, but... next is a killer album I've been wanting for a long time. I never even heard it, to be honest with you, but you know, I just heard such good things about it that I wanted it. And this is Moondog. It's an original on Columbia 2i. I put this on and I was blown away. I mean, it's classical and jazz just fused together, and it's just, I mean, it's remarkable. It's incredible. I'm so happy I picked this up because it really is just a killer album. I was very happy when I saw this. He had this up there, and yeah, I mean, if you haven't heard this, you know, do yourself a favor, check it out. If you have any, you know, I'm not a huge classical guy, but I know what I like, and I definitely like this. So next one, you know, nothing too big, just Pearl Jam Backspacer. One I was missing from the Pearl Jam collection here. It's an original, but I mean, it goes for the same price as the represses anyway. A little Backspacer label there. You know, it's another decent Pearl Jam album. It's not going to blow you away. It's not, you know, Versus or Vitalogy or anything like that, or even, you know, 10, but yeah, it's a decent album. I mean, that's all I can really say. It's not great. It's good, but yeah. He also listed that this was sealed as well. I don't know where he gets all these sealed records, but I mean, unless he just hang out to them or something. But this is Pearl Jam Live on 10 Legs. This has just, you know, It's an original from 2000 something, I think, or I can't remember when this came out. But it has, let's see here, State of Love and Trust. It's got Jeremy on it. All the hits, Alive. Real nice. Gatefold. Kind of looks like the Yield album there with all the pictures and stuff. But Pearl Jam Live is, you know, many people know they're a huge live band. I mean, people follow them from all around the world. When I was in Venice, Italy, there was a whole group of people that flew over from the U.S. just to watch them. So they have a pretty big live following, kind of like Dave Matthews Band, I guess. You know, people see hundreds of shows. So this was a blast from the past, and the price was right. And yeah, Cottonmouth Kings, Hidden Stash 2. First heard Cottonmouth Kings. I saw ICP in concert when I was in high school, and these Cottonmouth Kings opened up for them. Their first song, it was a radio hit, Dog's Life, but the rest of their stuff, I mean, is more like California, you know, hip hop. And there you go. There's the guys. But yeah, this is actually one of my favorite albums they have. Welcome to the Suburbs, Dying Days, Tell Me Why. I mean, Kill a Cali. Great tracks on this. And this is something I'm going to listen to all the time. Maybe not, but definitely wanted it, so bought it. Next one, Weezer. This one and the next one I'm going to show are definitely not ones that I see all the time. This is an original. This was sealed as well. I'm Your Daddy. See, the thing is, Weezer, I mean, anything past the first two albums, people write them off, but I'm a Weezer fan. I like everything. I like everything's different. Gratitude is a good album. Is it their best? Absolutely not. But one I definitely want to have, so I kind of like that cover too. It's kind of funny. Next one, Maladroit. Like I said, also a good album, not a great album. Dope Nose and Slave, they're, you know, two title tracks off this. They're good songs, I think. So, it's my opinion. People don't like it. Oh well. Alright, next we got another one from one of my favorite artists, even though it's probably not his best album. This was Mint, you know, look at that shape on it. Killer. This is Sam Cooke's Tour. Like I said, not my favorite Sam. I had higher hopes, I guess, when I got this original on RCA. He's kind of doing like, you know, as you can see, Cooke's Tour. So he kind of does songs from, like, you know, around the world, I guess you could say. You know, they're his songs, but they're like, you know, one's like a Latin type vibe, and one's like you know, like a Russian type vibe, and you know, I don't know. I don't think it really works. His voice is great. South of the border, Bally High, he does like, you know, Hawaiian type. He does an Italian type song, you know. I don't know. Is it one that I'm going to hold on to even, you know? John Digital Gramophone kind of talked about that, you know. If I don't think I'm going to listen to this, why am I going to hold on to it, you know? Is that just the collector in me coming out, you know? Something that I grapple with. So I really enjoyed John's video when he made. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. Yeah, that's it. So, but yeah, this Sam Cooke, you know, I love Sam Cooke. One of my favorite singers. And, you know, I kind of brought him up on, I don't know if it was a vinyl tag or something, but it was talking about being consistent, you know. And he was always a home run for me, every album. That one kind of was a letdown, so bummer. But next one, man, this was a crazy find. Not one I see all the time, especially out here in Texas. Maybe in California, people see it a lot more. Social Distortion, their first album. Mommy's Little Monster. This is the first press with the gatefold cover. Love Social Distortion. Killer. This was a killer find. Not something that, like I said, I was always on the lookout for, just because being out here in Texas, you know, I never see it. But you know, when this popped up on, I can't remember if it was on Instagram or his website, I had to get it. You know, Mike Ness sounds great. I've always loved Social Distortion. I lived in California for several years. I was born there and moved away and then moved back, kind of deal. And yeah, you know, Orange County punk, you know, which is different than LA punk. You know, you got the Offspring and Social D and all those type bands from Orange County, and it was totally different, you know. And yeah, I'm a big Social Distortion fan, and this was nice to find. Another one from the great Lee Morgan. It's a Blue Note Jazz Classic Series. This is the Procrastinator. I think this was also released later on, just, you know, as a single album. But this has 2 previously unissued sessions. Another one that was shelved for a long time. I like this little sticker. I left it on here. From the Jazz Collection of John F. Howard Jr. I kind of like that kind of stuff. But yeah, so the sides 1 and 2, which is the unreleased session of Lee Morgan, Wayne Shorter, Bobby Hutcherson, Herbie Hancock, Ron Carter, and Billy Higgins. You know, killer album. And the second one was, you know, sides 3 and 4 was Lee Morgan, Julian Priester, George Coleman, Harold Mayburn, Walter Booker, and Mickey Roker. So on the second session that was done in '69, probably some names you're not familiar with, but definitely that first session you're familiar with. A lot of musicians: Wayne Shorter, Herbie Hancock, Ron Carter. I mean, just another killer album from Lee Morgan. And this can be had, not, you know, relatively inexpensive. A lot of these jazz reissues. I think I got a couple more coming from him as well. I think I got like a Sonny Rollins and Herbie Nichols, I think. But yeah, a lot of these, you know, that were released in the late 70s, you know, mid to late 70s, were just killer finds. Next one, original Riverside, Zoot Sims, Zoot. So Zoot Sims Quintet. It's original on Riverside. Love the Riverside label. Just, I mean, got a killer look to it. It has Nick Travis, George Handy, Wilbur Ware, and O.C. Johnson. More great stuff. Zoot Sims, I don't want to say underrated, because, you know, he had his circles that, you know, he was pretty popular in, but he's definitely not up there with, you know, some of the Blue Note artists that you always hear about. And you know, to some degree, I probably agree with that, but you know, he's a tremendous sax player. So yeah, check it out. He plays alto and tenor on this. Just a couple more here. This one, another one that kind of the title threw me off. Even when I looked at it on Discogs, it kind of talked about more reggae, but you know, this is King Sporty, Deep Reggae Roots. There's maybe 1 or 2 tracks on here that is reggae, I think. More of it is like poppy, disco-y type, you know, not even funk. I mean, I was really disappointed, actually. So this one probably definitely won't be staying in the collection, so kind of disappointed. King Sporty. And last, but certainly not least, you know, I love my female pop. Mariah Carey, Emotions, original on Columbia. Mariah Carey was, you know, huge back in the day, and Emotions is on this one. Can't Let Go, Make It Happen. I mean, she's always got at least 3 hits off of every album, so that was a nice find. All right, that's it, guys. A little bit longer video, I guess. Been buying a lot from Glasshouse Records, as you can see, and I got probably 1 or 2 more videos I'm gonna be making, so I don't know. I need to chill a little bit, and I have, you know, calmed down a lot, but I still got like a backlog for videos and stuff, and that's why I'm doing like all vinyl finds video when I have time, because I, you know, want to make these and get them out there so I can get them, you know, put away and everything. So anyways, hope everyone's doing well and safe during these times, and hope everyone's families are good and everything. So I've been watching a lot of videos, even though I watch on my phone a lot, so I don't comment as much as I should. Trying to rectify that, but pretty much all you guys that watch me, pretty much I'm watching all your videos too. So sorry if I don't comment. So anyways, take care, guys, and talk to you next time.